Now paper number 13 RRB PO mains. Now question numbers 1, 2, 3. It is based on blood relations. S is the sister of B. Yes, so how to represent this one? S is the sister of B. S is the sister of B can be written like this. K is the brother of B. K is the brother of B. And K is the son of L. As K is the son of L, these three are the children of this L. L is married to Y. L is married to Y. Y is the daughter of J. This Y is the daughter of J, hence L is a male. Y is the daughter of J. Y has only one daughter. As Y has only one daughter, that is none other than S. And J is married to C. J is married to C. K is the brother of D. Now this K is the brother of D. And D is married to T. D is married to T. Now this L is having only one daughter, that is none other than S. All the remaining persons are males, sons. Hence D is a male, T is a female. Then question number 1, how is T related to S? How is this T related to S? S, brother is D, brother's wife. Brother's wife is brother's wife, sister-in-law, choice 5. Brother's wife, sister-in-law. Then question number 2, if P is the brother of C. If P is the brother of C, P is a male, then how is J related to P? Now the gender of this J is not known. If this J is a male, then brother-in-law, or if this J is a female, sister-in-law is the answer. As the gender of this J is not given, cannot be determined, choice 5. If Z is the daughter of T, Z is the daughter of T can be written like this. How is B related to Z? Z's father is D, father's brother is B, father's brother is uncle, and it is choice 5. Done with this? And this is about question numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 5 and 5 are the choices. Then question number 4 onwards, 4 to 8. 8 friends J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q are seated around a circular table but not necessarily in the same order, and some of them are facing the center and some of them are away from the center. 8 persons seated around a circular table, some inward and some outward is given. Then condition, only one person sits between K and O. Q sits out to the right of O. Now in this one, first we should check out whether any person is facing or away from the center, facing the center or away from the center. Now Q faces outside is clearly given. As Q faces outside is here, now we are fixing Q at this place. M sits to the immediate right of Q. M is to the immediate right of Q, Q faces away from the center, M will be here in the clockwise. M sits to the immediate right of Q, Q sits out to the right of O. Now this Q is seated out to the right of O. As Q sits out to the right of O, O can be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility? Now Q is facing away, M will be here, isn't it? And Q sits out to the right of O, O can be here as well. As Q sits out to the right of O, in case 1, O must be facing the center, and in case 2, O must be facing away from the center, isn't it? And there are 2 possibilities for this O. Can be towards the center or away from the center. Only one person between K and O. As only one person between K and O, now in case 1, O must be here. One person between K and O, K can be either here or K can be here, isn't it? Now in case 2, we are having 2 different possibilities. One person between K and O, Q sits out to the right of O, Q is out to the right of O, M sits to the immediate right of Q, and Q faces outside. L sits second to the left of P. L is seated second to the left of P means L and P must be in the alternate places. P is not an immediate neighbor of O. As P is not an immediate neighbor of O, P cannot be here and P cannot be here. And P cannot be here as well. Hence P must be here only. If P is here, then L must be here. L sits second to the left of P, then P must be away from the center, then L sits second to the left of P. And again in this case, P is not an immediate neighbor of O. P cannot be at this place, P cannot be here, P cannot be here. As P cannot be in these two places, then tell me where should this P be? Can P be at this place? Now here again we are getting two different possibilities, isn't it? Now with the help of this one we are getting only one possibility. Now let us stick to this one. Afterwards we can come back to the second possibility. And P is not an immediate neighbor of O. L faces the opposite direction to that of O. O is facing the center, this L must be away from the center. And immediate neighbors of L face the same direction. Immediate neighbors of L are K and O. These two persons are facing the same direction. Immediate neighbors of L facing the same direction. J sits third to the left of N. J is seated third to the left of N. J is not an immediate neighbor of P or K. As J is not an immediate neighbor of P or K, J must be here and then N will be here. J sits third to the left of N. This N is facing the center, then J will be at this place. And M and J facing the same direction as that of N. M, J and N facing the same direction, N is center, M is center, J is also facing the center. Done with this? Now this is how these 8 persons were seated around this circular table. Some of them are inward and some of them are outward. Let's write down this arrangement. O is facing the center. As question numbers 4 to 8. These 5 questions are based on this circular arrangement, this arrangement. Then question number 9. Now in this question number 9, which of the following expressions will definitely be true if the expression is definitely true? Now with the help of this expression, tell me which conclusion can be drawn. P lesser than or equals to B. B is here, P is here. Now B greater than or equals to P is definitely true. As B greater than or equals to P is true, P lesser than or equals to B is definitely true. Then what is your answer here? Choice 1 definitely follows. Question number 9, it is choice 1. Then 10 to 14. Now in these 10 to 14, it is based on coding and decoding. Now in this coding and decoding, few organic farming techniques, that is statement 1. And statement 2, fertilizer products few available. And what is the word which is common between the first and the second? Few is the word which is common between these two, isn't it? Organic farming techniques, and few is the word which is common. And what is the code common? This one, few. The code common to this few is LIGS. GS is common between these two. Hence few is GS. Next one, organic farming techniques. Organic farming techniques. Organic and organic is the word which is common. As organic is the word which is common, then what is the code common between these two? LIDACR. CR is common. And the code to the word organic is CR. Next one, first one and the fourth. Farming techniques. Farming is the word which is common. As farming is the word which is common, then what is the code common between these two? LIDA. LI is common between these two. Hence farming is LI. Then in this one, techniques is left over, isn't it? And what is the code left over here? DA is left over. And the code to the word techniques is DA. Then compare the second and the third. Fertilizer products available. Fertilizer is the word which is common between these two, fertilizer. And what is the code common between these two? Fertilizer. Fertilizer is common. And NB, PT, NK. NB is common between these two. And the code to the word fertilizer is NB. Then compare the third one and the fourth. Waste and into. Waste is the word which is common between these two. And what is the code common between these two? Waste. And MK is common. And the code to the word waste is MK. Done with this? Then, now in the second one, product and available is left over, but whereas in none of the statements product and available is there, isn't it? Hence for product and available we cannot able to determine, hence product are available, and the code for this one is what? product and available can be FO, PZ in any order, FO or PZ. Then coming to this one, into is the only word left over and the code left over is PT and the code to the word into is PT. Next one, disposal and off. Disposal and off, two words are left over and what are the codes left over here? Disposal and off, and two codes are left over and those two codes HU or YV, HU or YV. These are the words and their corresponding codes. Then question number 10, what is the code for the word available? Yes, what is the answer here? Available, either it could be FO or PG and any or PZ, that is choice 2. And what will be the code for few waste? Few and waste. Few, what is the code to this word few? Few is GS and waste, and the code to the word waste is MK. And GS, MK in any order, MK, GS, that is choice 5. 11th one. Then question number 12. In the code language, what does the code YV stands for? The code YV stands for what? Either disposal or off. Either disposal or off, that is choice 3. Then question number 13. If waste management techniques is coded as this, waste management techniques, the code to the word waste is what? Waste is MK. And management is nowhere given here. And techniques, what is the code to this word techniques? Techniques is DA. Hence, MK, DA done, MK and DA, AX is the code for management, AX. Then how will farming fertilizer management? Farming fertilizer management, farming is LI and fertilizer is NB. Now management, what is the code to this word management? AX. Hence, what is the answer here? LI, NB, AX, LI, NB, AX in any order, and it is given in choice 1. Then question number 14, what is the code to the word organic? The code to the word organic is CR, that is given in choice 2. Question number 14, choice 2 is the answer. Then question number 15 onwards. Now in this question number 15 onwards, the government of state Y. 15th one. Now it is based on critical reasoning. The government of which one? The government of state Y. State Y is promoting. It is promoting what? Organic farming. This year onwards. From this year onwards, the government has decided to promote organic farming. Thus, the raw material needed for it is made available. All the raw material needed for this one is made available at a subsidized rate. The inputs were kept at a subsidized rate. Free regular classes, free classes were also there, are also arranged to train the farmers in organic farming methods to solve their problems, isn't it? Now this government has decided to promote this organic farming from this year onwards. For that one, all the requirements were made at a subsidized rate, and that too the training is also provided freely, isn't it? Then though all the things were given, the farmers of village B, however, are still continuing with the industrial farming method despite several requests from the government. Though the government is making n number of requests to the villages of village B, farmers of village B, but these farmers are not converting into organic farming, isn't it? Though all the requirements are given at a subsidized rate and the training is also at free of cost, but whereas these villages are not converting into organic farming. Then what is the reason behind this one? Which of the following statements, if considered true, may support the action of farmers of village B? Isn't it? Why these village farmers of village B are not going for this organic farming, and what is that it is supporting in their cause? Isn't it? Now we should find out the reason, a valid reason why these farmers are not shifting to organic farming. Then condition number 1. As choice 1, organic farming requires considerably more skill as compared to industrial farming. Is this the reason? If at all this is the reason, this reason can be, isn't it, solved by free regular classes. The government is providing free regular classes, isn't it? Hence, more skill is required, and in order to sort out this one, the government is providing free classes. Hence, this cannot be a valid reason for the farmers of village B. Organic food is expensive, and not many people in state Y may be able to afford it. That means these farmers are feeling that, are fearing that there won't be any demand for their product because the prices are more. But whereas, however, with the subsidies provided by the government, it will become affordable. Now, in the first case, what happens here? Maybe it is not affordable. After this, the government has given this subsidies, then it can be affordable. And the affordability case is also ruled out because it can be made available with the subsidies. Hence, it cannot be the reason, isn't it? First time anukuntunnaru more skills undali daniki. Anduku vallu ellakapovachu. Kani more skills ni sort out cheyadaniki government em chesindi? Free training istundi. Kanuka idi reason kaakapovali. Second one ఏమంటున్నారు చెప్పండి, రేట్లు ఎక్కువ ఉండొచ్చు అంటున్నాడు. కానీ రేట్లు ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి కరెక్టే. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఏమైతుంది చెప్పండి, గవర్నమెంట్ వాళ్ళకి సబ్సిడీస్ ఇవ్వడం వల్ల ఆ రేట్లు కూడా తగ్గాయి అన్నట్టు. అందరూ అఫోర్డ్ చేయొచ్చు. కనుక డిమాండ్ ఉండదేమో అని వాళ్ళు అనుకునేది తప్పు అయిపోతుంది, isn't it? And second one is also ruled out. Then coming to the third, organic farming methods are very labor intensive. Very labor intensive. That means more and more labor are required to this one, as regular extensive observation is required, whereas finding labor at affordable cost is a challenge for farmers of village B. Now here the problem is with the labors. For this organic farming, they need to have more and more labor. But as in this village B, it is very difficult to find out the labors. And this could be the reason why the farmers of village B is not converting into organic farming. Avacha leda? And so what is your answer here? Choice 3 is the answer. Follow here. ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్లో ఏమవుతుంది, ఎక్కువ లేబర్ కావాలి, కానీ ఆ విలేజెస్లో లేబర్ దొరకడం చాలా కష్టం, అందుకు వాళ్ళు ఆర్గానిక్ ఫార్మింగ్కి వెళ్ళట్లేదు. హెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ వ్యాలిడ్ రీజన్ why these people are not converting into organic farming. Then, although few farmers across statewide, choice 4. If you check out choice 4, although few farmers across statewide have tried their hand at organic farming earlier, none of the villages B have participated in it before. Earlier these persons have not participated could not be the reason, a supporting reason, isn't it? From here onwards, as the government is supporting, they can participate. Fifth one, industrial farming leads to more productivity in the short term. However, in the long term, it diminishes the soil life and production becomes heavily dependent. This is it supporting or it is against? It is against the reason. And if this is the reason, hence these farmers must convert to organic farming. Hence, this cannot be the reason at all. The fifth one is what? Counter or contradicting the above statement. Hence, only 3 is the answer, 15. Then question number 16 onwards. Now 16, 17 and 18, these 3 questions are based on coded inequalities, y and n. The relation between y and n, n is here, y is here. What is the letter which is common here? L is common. Now y greater than L and L to n, L greater than n. And so what is your answer here? Y greater than n is true. As y greater than n is true, then what happens here? Y lesser than or equals to n is false. First conclusion cannot be drawn. Then coming to the second one, q greater than f. F is here and q is here. What is the letter which is common here? C is common. Now between f and c, what is the relation here? F lesser than c. Between q and c, q greater than or equals to c, c lesser than or equals to q. Now between f and q, f lesser than q, q greater than f, only 2 follows, that is choice 2. 16 choice 2. Then 17th one, the relation between a and n. A is here, n is here, the letter which is common is u is common. U lesser than a and u greater than n, isn't it? That means n lesser than u. N lesser than u, u lesser than a, n lesser than a is true, a greater than n is also true. Then coming to the second one, s and d. The letter which is common is b is common. Between s and b, 1 greater than, 1 lesser than, no relation, and so only conclusion 1 follows, that is choice 3. 17 choice 3. Then 18th one. The relation between N and D. Yes, what is the letter which is come here? L equals to D. Now the relation between L and N, L lesser than N, L equals to D, D lesser than N is to, N greater than D is to. Then coming to the second conclusion, relation between S and T. S and L, S greater than or equals to, S greater than or equals to L, L equals to D, that means S greater than or equals to T, isn't it? 1 minute. The relation between S and T, S greater than or equals to L, and L and T, what is the relation here? T lesser than or equals to L means L greater than or equals to T. Now between S and T greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, hence both the conclusions follow, both 1 and 2 given in choice 5. 18th one, choice 5 is the answer. Then question number 19 onwards, 8 people are there, E, F, G, H, who are those persons? 8 people E, F, G, H, W, X, Y and Z are sitting in 2 parallel rows containing 4 people in each. 1, 2, 3, 4 and another set 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 people each. E, F, G and H are seated in row 1 facing north. Now this is row 1 facing north, and who are the persons here? E, F, G, H, E to H, and this is row 2. Now in this row 2, this is row 2 and this is row 1. Now in this row 1, what is the answer? Tell me. In row 1, W, X, Y, Z are sitting in row 2 facing south. W, X, Y, Z, W to Z are the 4 persons. E to H and W to Z are the 8 persons. And thus each person sitting in row 1 faces another person in row 2. Each of the 2 rows consists of what? 1 doctor, 1 engineer, 1 pilot and 1 scientist. Each row is having 1 doctor, an engineer and pilot and, isn't it, scientist. And the doctor of row 1, here is talking about whom? The doctor of row 1 sits second to the right of H. Doctor of row 1 sits second to the right of H, this is row 1 and this is H is here and this person is the doctor, this is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility we can have? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. If H is at the second place, H is here and the doctor will be at this place. The doctor of row 2, row 1 sits second to the right of H. X faces one of the immediate neighbors of H. As X faces one of the immediate neighbors of H, H immediate neighbor X will be here. X faces immediate neighbor of H, X can be either here or here. How many possibilities? There are 2 possibilities in case 2. X faces one of the immediate neighbors of H, only one person between X and scientist. If X is at the first place, then this person is the scientist, or if X is at the third place, this person is the scientist. X and scientist, there is one person, and X and scientist are completely different. And X and scientist, there is exactly one person, hence in case 1, scientist must be here. Only one person between X and the scientist, the one who faces scientist of row 2, here he is talking about scientist of row 2, that means at this person. The one who faces the scientist of row 2 is an immediate neighbor of E. E is an immediate neighbor of E, hence this E is the doctor. Are you following this one or not? The one who faces the scientist of row 2, this is row 2, now this person is facing scientist of row 2 and this person is an immediate neighbor of E. And in this case, now if you take X, scientist is at this place. If scientist is here and the person who is facing scientist is this one, this person is an immediate neighbor of E, E can be the doctor, isn't it? That is one possibility. Or if you take scientist at this place, if you take scientist at this place, then X will be here, isn't it? If scientist is here, the person who is facing the scientist is this one. This person is an immediate neighbor of E. Is it possible? Not possible. Not possible, which implies that scientist cannot be here. As scientist cannot be here, hence scientist must be at the third place. Are you following this one or not? Now we can able to fix this X and the scientist. Now this person is the scientist. As this person is the scientist, now this person is X. One person between X and the scientist. The one who faces the scientist of row 2 is an immediate neighbor of E. Now is an immediate neighbor of E, and this person must be E. Done with this? and immediate neighbor of E. Only one person between E and the pilot. Between E and the pilot there is only one person, hence in first case H is the pilot, and in the second case also H is the pilot. E and the pilot there must be exactly one person between E and the pilot. W sits second to the right of Z. As W sits second to the right of Z, now W sits second to the right of Z because these persons are facing south. W sits second to the right of Z, W and Z will be here. If W and Z, W, X, Z were done, Y will be here, and next Y will be here in the second case. W sits second to the right of Z, Y does not face G. As Y does not face G, G must be at this place, F will be here, and W and Y does not face G, G cannot be here, G and X are opposite. And who is this person? Y and F. Done? Y does not face G. The scientist of row 1 faces the engineer of row 2. Scientist of row 1 and faces the engineer of row 2. Now this is row 1, scientist cannot be here, and scientist is here, and this person must be an engineer. Scientist of row 1 is facing engineer of row 2. Now here scientist is G and facing engineer, engineer will be here. Scientist, pilot, doctor done, then who is the person left over here? Pilot. Scientist, pilot and doctor, and who is the person left over? Engineer. Hence in row 1 engineer must be at this place. Now in this one engineer must be at this place, isn't it? The scientist of row 1 faces the engineer of row 2. Then what is the other information here? G faces one of the immediate neighbors of the doctor. Now G faces one of the immediate neighbors of the doctor. Now G is here, one of the immediate neighbors of the doctor, doctor must be here. Now in this one G faces one of the immediate neighbors of doctor, doctor can be either W or Z, isn't it? And the doctor of row 2 does not sit at any of the extreme ends. Doctor cannot be at this place. As doctor cannot be here, hence this Z must be the doctor. Clear now? This Z is the doctor. If Z is the doctor, W is the pilot. Now in this one, engineer, doctor and Z is the pilot. Z is the pilot. The doctor of row 2 does not sit at any of the extreme ends of the line. Z is not a doctor, but as here in the first case we got that Z is a doctor, and this cannot be the case, hence first case is ruled out. Now finally we are left with only the second possibility. What is ordered here? X, W, Y, Z, G, H, F, E, and engineer, doctor, scientist, pilot, that is row 2, and in row 1 scientist, pilot, engineer and doctor. And this is about question numbers 19 to 22, 19 to 23 in fact, 19 to 23. Let's write down this arrangement. With the help of the last statement, Z is not a doctor, the first case is invalid. Till that time both the cases are valid. Then question number 24. Now in this question number 24, each of the 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T and U has travelled to different number of countries. Now these persons have travelled to different number of countries. Has completed writing this one 19 to 23. Then let us start with 24 onwards. Now in this question number 24, and 6 persons. Who are those 6 persons? P, Q, R, S, T and U. P, Q, R, S, T, U. 6 persons. Now these 6 persons are being compared in this one. R has travelled to more number of countries than only S and T. Hence R must be at the 4th place. And below this R and S and T in any order. S and T can be like this, R is here, T and S can be like this, isn't it? 2 possibilities. R is more than only S and T. Q has travelled more number of countries than U. Q is more number of than U, but lesser than P. And the remaining 3 places must be occupied by these 3 persons in the same order, P, Q and U. Here also P, Q and U. Then what is the other information here? And T is not the person who has travelled the least number of countries. T is not the least, hence T least is ruled out. This case is ruled out. As this case is ruled out, now we are left with this one, P, Q, U, R, T and S is the order in which these 6 persons have travelled. The one who has travelled to second highest number of countries has travelled to 8 countries. Second highest, that is Q, traveled to 8 countries, and next one. And the one who has traveled to the least number of countries has traveled to only 2 countries. Least, that is S, traveled to only 2 countries. Then question number 24, if it is given that R has traveled to 4 countries lesser than the number of countries traveled by Q. R is 4 lesser than Q means R must be 4. Then to how many countries U possibly traveled? U is in between 4 and 8. 4 and 8 possibilities were, that is 4 and 8, hence it is 6, that is choice 2. Then question number 25, who among the following has possibly traveled to 11 countries? 11 countries only, that is the topmost person, that is P. P, that is choice 5. And this is about 24 and 25. Then question number 26. Now in this question number 26, it is based on again critical reasoning. As what is the statement given here? Despite. Underline this word despite, this is the key term. Despite strong opposition from the social activists of village X, Pollution Control Board renewed the license of a coal depot to operate coal handling barely 1 kilometer away from the village. Though there was strong opposition from the social activists of village X, but whereas the Pollution Control Board has renewed. Renewed means again giving the permission to operate this, isn't it? This coal depot, which is hardly barely 1 kilometer away from the village. ఆ విలేజ్కి చాలా దగ్గరలో ఉంది, 1 కిలోమీటర్ లోపల ఉన్న విలేజ్కి వీళ్ళందరూ ఎంత అపోజ్ చేసినప్పటికి కూడా వీళ్ళు ఏం చేశారు? పొల్యూషన్ కంట్రోల్ బోర్డు వాళ్ళు మళ్ళీ ఆపరేట్ చేసుకోండి అనేసి పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చేశారు. Then which of the following statements support the decision of Pollution Control Board? Pollution Control Board వాళ్ళు చేసిన దానికి సపోర్టింగ్గా ఏముంటుంది, ఎందుకు వాళ్ళు చేయగలిగారు, isn't it? Now first one, several crops were destroyed due to disposal of waste from the coal depot. If this is true, isn't it, they cannot do this one, they cannot give the permission because several crops were destroyed. దీనివల్ల ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి, చాలా క్రాప్స్ పోతున్నాయి అన్నారు, పోతుంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ అ నెగిటివ్ ఆస్పెక్ట్, హెన్స్ దే కెనాట్ గివ్ ద పర్మిషన్, హెన్స్ 1 కెనాట్ బి యువర్ ఆన్సర్. సెకండ్ వన్, 9 out of 10 residents of village X suffer from respiratory problem. 90% of the people are suffering with respiratory problem, hence it is a negative aspect, hence they cannot give the permission. And third one, the depot provides employment for nearly 70% of population in the neighboring area. In the neighboring area, 70%, not only to this village. Now in the neighboring area villages, how many villages are there? 70% of the people are depending on this one, isn't it? Hence that could be the reason why the Pollution Control Board has again renewed the license, because there is an advantage with this one and the remaining are disadvantages, and with the disadvantage they cannot go ahead, hence choice 3. Then fourth one, several complaints have been filed against the depot in the past for violating safety standards. They are not following safety standards. Again they have given the permission, it is a negative result, they cannot give like that. And fifth one, maintenance cost of roads in village X has increased due to transportation. Again maintenance of roads has increased because of this one, hence it is again disadvantage, hence they cannot give this one. Hence what can you find this one? Only one advantage, and that is choice 3. And this could be the reason behind that Pollution Control Board to give a permission once again. 26. Then 27 to 32. Now in this 27 to 32, what is given here? KLMN, OPQR live on 8 different floors of a building, not necessarily in the same order. Now 8 floors are there. Floor arrangement. Whenever this floor arrangement is given, fix the floors at the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is the order in which this 8. Then next one. And each one of them also likes a different superhero, namely Batman and so on, Superman, Captain and so on. 8 persons living on 8 different floors, and each one of them likes a different, superhero. Then the first one, the one who likes Thor lives on an even number floor. Thor lives on an even number floor, and the one who likes Thor can be 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 4 possibilities. As of now, we cannot start with this. And only 3 people live between the one who likes Thor and M. As Thor and M, how many possibilities do we have? Only 3 people between Thor and M. Now let us start with this one, because some of the possibilities can be ruled out. Now if you take Thor on the 8th floor, the person who likes Thor on the 8th floor, then it is an even number, and only 3 people live between Thor and M. 1, 2, 3, M will be here. That is one possible. And what is the second possibility here? Thor, the one who likes Thor can be on the 6th floor, and if it is on the 6th floor, 1, 2, 3, M, M must be on the 2nd floor. 2 possibilities we have discussed, isn't it? And the remaining 2 is what? If Thor is on the 4th floor, then M will be 8th floor, that is opposite to this one only, isn't it? And again, the next possibility, if Thor is on the 2nd floor and M will be on the 6th floor, opposite to this one, isn't it? It is just the replica of this one. Hence, if you work out these 2, that could be quite sufficient. Then only 3 people live between the one who likes Thor and M. 2 people live between M and N. As 2 people live between M and N, this is case 1 and this is case 2. And only 3 people or 2 people. 2 people between M and N. 1, 2, N must be on the 5th floor. Here, 1, 2, N can be either here on the 7th floor or N can be on the 1st floor. N can be either on the 1st floor or on the 7th floor, because 2 people live between M and N. N does not live on the lowermost floor. As N cannot be at this place, N must be on this place, 7th floor. Only 3 people live between N and the one who likes Hulk. N and Hulk, how many persons are there? There are exactly 3 persons. 1, 2, 3. And the person who likes Hulk must be on the ground floor in case 1. N and Hulk, there are 3 persons, and the person who likes Hulk must be on the 3rd floor. O lives immediately above K. O lives immediately above K. O and K must be like this. And only 3 people live between N and the one who likes Hulk, and O lives immediately above K. O lives on an even number floor. O is an uneven number floor, and O lives immediately above K, isn't it? Now tell me what are the possibilities for this. And K does not like Hulk. As K does not like Hulk, K does not like Hulk. And K lives neither on floor number 3 nor 5. K cannot be on 3 and 5. K cannot be on 3 and 5. As K cannot be on 3 and 5, O cannot be on 4. Now I am talking about the first case. O cannot be on the 4, and O cannot be on the 6th floor. Hence, where should this O? O must be on the 8th floor. If O is here, then K must be on the 7th floor. And again, now coming to this one, K cannot be 3 or 5. As K cannot be 3 or 5, cannot be 7 as well. Hence, K must be 1. If K is 1, O must be here. And K does not like Hulk. We have taken that information as well. K does not like Hulk. And K lives neither on floor number 3 nor 5. O lives on an even number floor. O lives on an even number floor. Only 2 people live between K and the one who likes Nova. K and Nova, there are exactly 2 persons, and in case 1, the person who likes Nova must be on 4th floor. And K and Nova, here also the person who likes Nova must be on the 4th floor only, because 2 persons between K and Nova. 1 person between the one who likes Nova and Iron Man. Nova and Iron Man, there must be exactly 1 person. Now in case 1, Iron Man must be on floor 2. But as in this one, and only 1 person between Nova and Iron Man. Nova is 4th floor. Iron Man can be either on the 6th floor or Iron Man can be on the 2nd floor. And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. And the one who likes Iron Man lives below the one who likes Nova. Iron Man lives below the one who likes Nova. Hence, Iron Man cannot be on 6th floor. Hence, Iron Man must be on the 2nd floor. Done with this? Iron Man is on the 2nd floor. Lives below the one who likes Nova. And next one, L lives immediately above Q. L lives immediately above Q. In this case, L and Q must be in these 2 places, 4 and 3. L lives immediately above Q. Now in this case, L lives immediately above Q, 7 and 6 and 5. and only one person lives between Q and the one who likes Captain America. Q and Captain America, there must be exactly one person, hence in case 1 Captain America must be on 5th floor, and Q and Captain America there must be exactly one, and in this one this Captain America must be on the 7th floor. Q and Captain America there must be exactly one. The one who likes Wolverine lives immediately above the one who likes Batman. Wolverine is immediately above Batman, and this is Wolverine is on 8th floor and Batman is on 7th floor. Now in this one, Wolverine must be on the 6th floor and Batman must be on the 5th floor, Batman. Wolverine and Batman. P does not like Thor. As P does not like Thor, isn't it? Now P cannot be here and P must be on the ground floor. And in the second case, P must be on the 3rd floor. Then who is the person left over here? And the person who is left over is K, L, M, N, O, S. Tell me who is the person left over. And the person who is left over is R. R is the person left over. Here also R is the person left over. Hence 2 possibilities are there, isn't it? And finally, who is the person left over? Superman is the person left over, hence Superman is at this place. Now in the second case, Superman is here, isn't it? And what is the last statement? K does not like Superman. But as in the second case, what happens here? K likes Superman. And this case is completely ruled out. Now we are left with only one case. With the help of the last statement, isn't it? The second case is invalid. Till that one, both the cases are valid. Hence, we cannot start directly with a single arrangement, isn't it? And this is the final order 27 to 32. Let's write down this. 27 to 32. Write down this arrangement. OK, R, N, L, Q, M, P. Wolverine, Batman, Thor, Captain America, Nova, Superman, Iron Man and Hulk is order 27 to 32. Then 33 onwards, 33 to 37, all these questions are based on syllogisms, isn't it? Then question number 33 onwards. Now in this question number 33, which of the following is definitely true if the statement given below is considered to be true? As what are the statements here? Now these are the statements 1, 2, 3, 4. By taking all the 4 statements into consideration, tell me which of the conclusions definitely follows. Shall we start with this one 33? No kite is bird. No kite is bird. This is kite and this is bird. No intersection between no kite and bird. No kite is bird. All reptiles are birds. All these reptiles are what? All reptiles are birds. No kite is bird. All kites are amphibians. All these kites are what? All kites are amphibians. And all amphibians are what? All amphibians are plants. Now this is the statement. Now in total how many statements do we have? We have some 4 statements. Then what is the first conclusion? All plants are reptiles is a possibility. All plants are reptiles, is it possible? All plants are reptiles means now this entire plant must come under this reptile. If you draw a reptile like this, then no kite is a bird will be false. Hence it is possible or not possible? Not possible, because these two cannot be intersected at all. The next one, some reptiles are amphibians. Reptile is here, amphibian is here. Now this is a definite conclusion, hence it does not follow. Third one, some plants are reptiles. Plant here, reptile here, this is again a definite conclusion, does not follow. Fourth one, all kites are plants. All kites are plants, definitely true. And fifth one, all amphibians are birds is a possibility, and it is not at all possible. Again, no kite is a bird will be false. Hence, what is your answer? Only 4 follows. Question number 33, it is choice 4. Then question number 34 onwards. Now 34, some ratios are percent, logically follows. Now the questions about logically follows, some of the ratios. Ratios are percent, all percent are fractions, all percents are fractions, no fraction is a section. No fraction is a section. Then first one is a possibility, we can work out afterwards. Second one is a definite conclusion. Some fractions are ratios. Now fraction and ratio, this is intersection, that is definitely true. Then coming to the first one, all sections or ratios is a possible. Now tell me, all these sections can be like this or not? Now I am drawing my section like this. Whether it is possible to me or not? Yes, it is possible. Then what is the answer here? Both the conclusions follow, both it is given in choice 4. Hence question number 34, it is choice 4. Then coming to 35, all metals are what? All these metals are plastic. All metals are plastic. And next one, all plastic are ores. All metals are plastic. All plastic are ores. Some ores are wood. Some of the ores are wood. This is the basic diagram. And some metals are wood. Some metals are wood. Metal is here, wood is here, no intersection between these two, that is false. All plastics are wood is a possible. As all the statements are affirmative, we can draw it as a single diagram. All plastic or wood is a possible. Now I can draw my wood like this. Hence it is possible or not? Hence it is possible, only 2 follows, choice 1. Isn't it? Hence question number 34, only conclusion 2 follows. It is given 35, choice 1. Then question number 36. Now question number 36, all metals are plastic. All these metals are what? All metals are plastic. And 36, all metals are plastic and all plastic are ores. All plastic are ores and some ores are wood. Some ores are wood. Now the statements for question number 35 and 36 are one and the same. Now in this one, first one is a possibility, we can work out afterwards. No ore is a metal. No ore is a metal is false because all metals are ores. Then coming to the first one, it is again a possibility, all wood are metals. All wood are metals is possible or not? Then wood, I am writing my wood like this. Is it possible or not? Or else as all the statements are affirmative, for possibility you can write it as a single diagram. Hence first one is possible. First one only one is true, choice 5 is the answer. And question number 37. Now in this 37, some ratios are percent. Some of the ratios are percent, this is ratio and this is percent. All percent are fractions, all percent are fractions. No fraction is a section. No fraction is a section can be written like this. Then what is the first one? No section is a percent, definitely true. And second one is a possibility. Now the first one is a negative conclusion which is true. To make this one false, now we should draw the complementary pair. No section is percent means now we should prove some sections are percent. Section and percent should be intersected like this. Now tell me whether I can draw my section like this. If you draw section like this, no fraction is section will be false. Statement invalid, alternate diagram cannot be drawn, this will be true forever. Then coming to the second conclusion, all ratios are fractions is a possible. All ratios are fractions is possible or not? This ratio I am writing like this. Is it possible or not? Hence what is your answer? Both the conclusions follow. Both follow, it is given in choice. Both follow. And question number 37, both follow, choice 1. Choice 1 is done. Done? 37 choice, both, choice 1. Then 38, 39 and 40. Now question number 38, what is information given here 38? Now question number 38, number of deaths due to avian poisoning. Number of deaths due to avian poisoning has risen in village A. From where? From 23 2 years ago to 67 this year. Earlier, because of this avian poisoning, the deaths were around 23. Now it has been raised to 67 in the last 2 years. Since the number of patients is the same, the number of patients at that time and this time is also the same. As the number of patients is the same, but as the number of deaths occurring now is more than the earlier one. అప్పటికి ఇప్పటికి పేషెంట్స్ అయితే సేమ్ ఉన్నారు. పేషెంట్స్ సేమ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు అప్పుడు డెత్స్ 23 ఉన్నాయి, ఇప్పుడు ఏమైపోయారు, ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కువైపోయారు. అండ్ నౌ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పేషెంట్స్ ఆర్ డైయింగ్ బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వెన్ కంపేర్డ్ 2 years back. Then and it can be concluded that, now underline this word concluded, it can be concluded that the new medication is the responsible factor for the deaths. As what is the new, what is the reason behind this deaths, more and more deaths? Because there is a new type of medication is going on. Because of that new medication, these people are dying. That's what the conclusion it has been given. Then what is the question here? Now the question is about which of the following statements weakens the given statement. Weakens the given statement means, what is the statement here? the final conclusion is because of the new medication only these people are dying. Now, in order to weaken this one, now we should prove a case it is not just because of the new medication, there is something else which is responsible to that one అని చెప్పాలి. వీకనింగ్ అంటే వాడు చెప్పిన దానికి ఆపోజిట్ అని చెప్పాలి. అక్కడ ఏం చెప్పాడు వాడు, ఈ న్యూ మెడికేషన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దానివల్ల వీళ్ళు చనిపోతున్నారు అన్నాడు. దాన్ని మనం ఆపోజిట్ చేయాలి, వీకెండ్ చేయాలంటే దానివల్ల చనిపోవట్లేదు, వేరే కారణంతో చనిపోతున్నారు అని మనం ప్రూవ్ చేయగలగాలి. Then let us check out the choices. Now, due to low awareness regarding the disease, very few patients have been reporting the disease for many years. Now, is this the reason? In the above thing is talking about new medication. Here is nothing has been specified about new medication at all. New medication గురించి ఏమైనా మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు ఇక్కడ, hence first one is ruled out straight away. And the second one, the new medicines introduced in village A for TQW and RST poisoning have been successful. Here he is not talking anything regarding this ABN poisoning. Here he is talking about TQW and RST poisoning but not about ABN, that is also ruled out. Done? Then coming to choice 3, if the patients, a cement factory set up 5 years ago in the village was responsible for leaching ABN in the soil as well as drinking waterways above the danger limit. Now, what is the reason here? Now, because of this new cement plant during these 5 years, set up 5 years ago, and because of that one, more and more ABN is mixing with the soil and this one water, isn't it? Hence, what is the reason behind this death? The reason behind the death is the cement factory, not because of new type of medication. Follow here, hence it is directly weakening the above argument. Hence, choice 3 is the answer. Choice 4, if you observe here, PB released from a new fertilizer being used by farmers of village this year when combined. This year గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. Combined with ABN renders all types of medicine ineffective to treat the disease. Done? 38. Then question number 39. 39. A fatal disease. A fatal disease has spread across this Spalter village. What is this village here? The name of the village is Spalter village of state X. And what is a fatal disease? Fatal means very dangerous. Even though the prescribed medicine is abundantly available, okay, the medicine is there, that too it is available in abundant. మనకు కావాల్సిన దానికన్నా చాలా ఎక్కువ మెడిసిన్ అయితే ఉంది. అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద సిటీస్ నియర్ స్పాల్టర్ చుట్టుపక్కల సిటీస్లోనే చాలా ఎక్కువ మెడిసిన్ ఉంది. బట్ వేరేస్ విచ్ కెన్ క్యూర్ ద డిసీజ్, దే కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు క్యూర్ ద డిసీజ్. బట్ వేరేస్ ద మెడికల్ అసోసియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టేట్ హ్యాస్ డిసైడెడ్ నాట్ టు allow the medicine to be transported to Spalter village and is calling the infected people to the city to be injected within the medicine. Clear? In this village Spalter, this fatal disease is rapidly spreading. ఈ విలేజ్ స్పాల్టర్లో ఈ డిసీజ్ ఏమైపోయింది చెప్పండి, విపరీతంగా పెరిగిపోతుంది. దానికి మందు అయితే ఉంది, దాన్ని తగ్గించే మందు అయితే ఉంది. ఆ చుట్టుపక్కల ఏదో టౌన్లో ఉంది, ఈ విలేజ్లో అయితే లేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ మెడికల్ అసోసియేషన్ ఏం చేసింది చెప్పండి, మెడికల్ అసోసియేషన్ అంటే ఆ మెడిసిన్ని ఈ విలేజ్కి పంపించకుండా ఎవరికైతే ఈ డిసీజ్తో ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళందరూ ఈ టౌన్కి రండి అని ఒక కండిషన్ పెట్టారు. Isn't it? What is the condition here? The medical association of the state has decided not to allow the medicine to be transported to the village. ఆ విలేజ్కి అయితే ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ చేయకండి ఆ మెడిసిన్ అన్నారు. కానీ ఏం చేశారు, అండ్ ఈజ్ కాలింగ్ ద ఇన్ఫెక్టెడ్ పీపుల్, ఎవరికైతే ఆ డిసీజ్ వచ్చిందో వాళ్ళందరినీ ఈ టౌన్కే రమ్మన్నారు. టు ద సిటీ టు బి ఇంజెక్టెడ్ విత్ మెడిసిన్. ఆ మెడిసిన్ తీసుకోవాలంటే మీరే రండి, మేము మీ దగ్గరికి మెడిసిన్ అయితే పంపించమన్నారు. అండ్ వాట్ కుడ్ బి ద రీజన్ బిహైండ్ దిస్? ఎందుకు అలా చేశారు చెప్పండి? కెన్ బి ఎ రీజన్. వెదర్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆర్ డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ టు ద ఎఫెక్టెడ్ పీపుల్? డిసడ్వాంటేజ్. వాళ్ళకి ఇంకా కష్టం అవుతుంది, ఇంకా కష్టమైన వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు ఆ డెసిషన్ తీసుకున్నారు? మెడికల్ బోర్డ్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ వాట్? మెడికల్ బోర్డ్ రన్స్ అండర్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఓన్లీ. ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ద వెల్ఫేర్ ఫర్ ద పీపుల్ ఓన్లీ. పీపుల్కి ఏదైతే మంచి జరుగుతుందో ఆ విధంగా చేయాలి. కానీ వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, ఇంకా కష్టపెడుతున్నారు. కష్టపడడానికి కారణం ఏమై ఉండొచ్చు? విచ్ ఆర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ కెన్ బి ఎ రీజన్ బిహైండ్ దిస్? Why they have decided to call the patients rather than transporting the medicine to the village? What could be the reason behind this? ఏమై ఉండొచ్చు చెప్పండి? Reportedly, many of the villages are trying home remedies. to reduce the effect of the disease. Is this the reason? చాలామంది సొంత వైద్యం చేస్తున్నారు అని అందుకే వీళ్ళు పంపించట్లేదు, వాళ్ళ మీద కోపం కానీ, isn't it? And it is not directly related. Second one, the medicine is not injected under the prescribed controlled environments. See here, under the prescribed controlled environments, it may have adverse effects. అది మనకి ఏం చేయాలి, ఏ విధంగా చేయాలి? It has to be given under the controlled environments. Controlled environments in the sense, now so there is no virus into that environment. At the same time, the temperature has to be decreased to a large extent. Avanni special దీంట్లో. Now if you take for example this Ebola virus, isn't it? At the same time, what is the next one? Swine flu. And in the case of swine flu, what happens here? They will not directly inject this one. They will ask the persons affected with this one to come to the office, to come to the hospitals. Which hospitals? Only prescribed hospitals will be there. Why? Because that medicine should be, okay, effectively, okay, cure that one only when that is administered under the prescribed locations only. అందుకు ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేశారు, ఇది మనకి ఏంటంటే నాట్ ఇంజెక్టెడ్ అండర్ ద ప్రిస్క్రైబ్డ్ కంట్రోల్డ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. ఆ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ కంట్రోల్ చేసి అలాంటి వాటిలో ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మాత్రమే అది బాగా పనిచేస్తుంది. అలాంటి ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్లో ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏమైపోయింది, మే హ్యావ్ అడ్వర్స్ ఎఫెక్ట్, ఇంకా అది రివర్స్ కొట్టేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది అంటున్నాడు. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద రీజన్ బికాజ్ ఇన్ ద విలేజ్ దే కెనాట్ హ్యావ్ దట్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. అవునా కదా? హెన్స్ దే ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ ద పీపుల్ టు కమ్ టు దిస్ ప్లేస్. దెన్ వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ ఆన్సర్? చాయిస్ టు ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్. ఫాలో అయ్యారా? వాళ్ళు రావడానికి కారణం ఏంటి చెప్పండి, వాళ్ళు మెడిసిన్ కానీ పంపిస్తే అక్కడ ఉండే ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇక్కడ ఉండకపోవచ్చు, దానివల్ల ఇంకా ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. అందుకు ఆల్రెడీ అక్కడ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి వీళ్ళనే వచ్చి అక్కడ తీసుకోమంటున్నారు. బై డూయింగ్ సో ద డిసీజ్ విల్ బి క్యూర్డ్. దేర్ వోంట్ బి ఎనీ side effects or adverse effects. And this could be the reason why they are calling these patients to come to the town. And this is about 39. Then question number 40. Now question number 40, what is the question here? Vs. Now W greater than R as well as E greater than or equals to S. Now W and R, between these two there has to be one greater than, and there should not be any lesser than at all. And at the same time E and S, there must be greater than or equal. Between E and S, which symbol should be there? Equal to and greater than or equals to, that are the symbols that are to be present. From here to here, equal and greater than or equals to should be present. Between here to here, at least one greater than. Then what is your answer? Choice 1 is the answer. So ekkada nunchi okati oka greater than undi, ekkada nunchi ikkadiki equal undi, greater than or equals to. And choice 1 definitely gives the conclusions W greater than S or as well as E greater than or equals to S. And this is about 40. Done with this paper? Question numbers 1 to 40 of paper number 13. Paper number 13, 1 to 40. Yes, anything else to be discussed? చెప్పండి, ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా ఇందులో డిస్కస్ చేయవలసినవి?